I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. They came to remember. A group of about 20 people, family members and their friends, paid a visit to the Newburgh waterfront early this afternoon to mark the one-year anniversary of the death of LaShonda Armstrong and 3 of her children. The group placed a wreath, flowers, and a teddy bear in the water at the spot where Armstrong drove herself and her children into the river. A prayer was said, balloons were released, and a cross containing the names of the victims was hammered into the ground nearby. Reporter Doyle Murphy will have the full story on today's events and the horror on the Hudson 1 year later here at Record Online and in tomorrow's Times-Herald Record. The former New Paltz School Board president won't be facing a drug charge after all. Following its investigation, an Ulster County grand jury dismissed the charge of criminal possession of marijuana that had been filed last November against Donald Kerr. Kerr had been arrested after accepting a package containing 8 pounds of pot that had been mailed to the office building where he worked. Kerr resigned his school board position following his arrest. His attorney told police that Kerr had signed for the package as a courtesy to an unnamed office tenant. The Orange County Medical Examiner's Office will issue a final report, but a preliminary investigation conducted by the Village of Goshen Police Department indicates that the death of a woman whose body was found Monday near the entrance to Heritage Trail was a suicide. The body of the 24-year-old town of Wallkill woman who had been reported missing was discovered by a patrol officer in a municipal parking lot. Police say the cause of death was a self-inflicted gunshot wound and that a handgun and note were found inside her vehicle. A preliminary hearing will be held Friday morning in Wawarsing Town Court for Lance Muckenhaupt, and the Long Island businessman who faces criminal charges for starting the massive windswept blaze that destroyed or damaged more than 40 buildings on and around the Tamarack Lodge property, with the lodge itself going up in flames. Ulster County Sheriff's Department deputies charged Muckenhaupt with 2 counts of arson. He was in the process of purchasing a portion of the property. Investigators say he and a few associates were burning brush on the property without a permit, and that the fire then went out of control. Michael Traynor says there's no better than a 50-50 chance that full casino gaming will come to the Neville resort property in the coming years. The managing partner of Claremont Investments, that's in the process of purchasing the Neville, talked about the casino odds and the future of the property during a meeting with members of the Rondout Valley Business Association and the Ellenville-Wawarsing Chamber of Commerce this morning. Traynor's group is due to sign sale papers Friday, with a closing scheduled for Tuesday on the blighted 487-acre property. State residents may be able to vote as early as 2013 on a change in the state constitution that would allow non-Indian gambling. Traynor told the business leaders there won't be sufficient revenue to fully renovate the Neville unless approvals are given for a gambling casino there. Without it, he says, they'll hand the keys back over to the lender. Police believe the 3 people arrested for robbing a bank in Saugerties Tuesday may be linked to a string of robberies in other parts of the state. 31-year-old Ryan Novick and 27-year-old John Strabb, both of Rochester, and 29-year-old Amanda Muse of Albany were arrested shortly after the heist at the Sawyer Savings Bank on Market Street in Saugerties. 2 of the suspects were found hiding in throughway restrooms, which is where the stolen money was recovered. Police also believe the trio has a connection to Jonathan Mills of Rochester, who was arrested for a bank robbery in Greene County on Monday. And it's an ongoing battle that's waged by our local volunteer fire departments. It's the need to find and retain members. That's why a number of area departments are getting involved in Recruit New York, a statewide effort to help boost membership. On Saturday and Sunday, April 21st and 22nd, several departments will hold open houses at their stations to show off fire apparatus and gear and to talk to visitors about how to join up and the benefits of being part of their team. Sullivan County Public Safety Commissioner Dick Martinkovic says proactive recruitment efforts are vital to the survival of our volunteer companies.
We identify that our future is directly tied to our ability to recruit new members. And without that recruitment, the fire service in New York State, the volunteer fire service in particular, would be in very, very serious condition. It's our future. Please, if you have anyone in your family or any friends who are interested to possibly become a firefighter and would like to come down to our firehouses, our doors are open. Please come and talk to us. See if there's a way you can help us so we can help our community.
Now here is a listing of area fire departments that have reached out to us with their Recruit New York open house information. Martinkovic says only by bolstering membership numbers, fire departments will be able to continue to provide the optimum level of protection for residents. He says without it, local governments would be forced to hike taxes in order to hire paid employees to fight fires and respond to emergencies. We could use some rain, but there isn't any in our immediate forecast. Friday will be mostly sunny and pleasant, with temperatures reaching the mid-60s. Saturday will be partly cloudy and warm, with the highs getting up around 70 degrees. Stay connected to breaking news throughout the day right here at Record Online and get a complete wrap-up of all the day's developments in tomorrow's edition of the Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.